either you know or you don't know. I was one of the lucky ones. I knew from day one. And y'all know I don't cry on the camera, so this is like for real raw. Hey guys, y'all already know who it is, TheKeiToLife. So, I was asked by a couple of subscribers to vlog while I'm not feeling myself. If you guys don't know, I struggle with bipolar depression, and it's one of those things that you have your ups and your downs. And my doctor, they don't really know. Like, all they do is fluctuate with my medicine and stuff like that, because when I'm up, I'm up, and when I'm down, I'm down. There's no in between. Like, I either go up the hill or I'm hitting rock bottom. And this is day 4 of feeling like nothing but ish. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be left alone. And so, considering some of my bloggers, considering some of my subscribers have asked for me to vlog while I am on this roller coaster right now, where I'm not wanting to really film, so y'all don't see, like, I call it the negative side, but I don't know. It's been about 4 days and I haven't been out of the house. I mean, yeah, I've taken a shower, I've brushed my teeth, you know, all that stuff, but I haven't been out of the house other than just to walk to the mailbox to go and check the mail and come back in. I haven't been to the stores or anything. I haven't been on the phone. If you get a hold to me, it's 9 times out of 10 through either text message or Google Hangouts or Facebook Messenger. And there are some people that I haven't even responded to because I don't feel like talking. I was diagnosed with bipolar depression, because I know y'all gonna ask me that. I was diagnosed with bipolar depression well over 10 years ago. And I've been taking medication for it for years. And it's a constant struggle. It really is. And people don't understand bipolar depression. People don't understand people that go through depression. People don't understand people that go through postpartum depression. They don't understand people that are bipolar. I mean, unless you're going through it, or you have gone through it, or you know somebody that has gone through it, then you have no idea what that person feels on the inside. Because it's one of those things that's like, either you know or you don't know. I was one of the lucky ones. I knew from day one. And y'all know I don't cry on the camera, so this is like for real raw, okay? One of the main things that's really been getting to me lately is my mom. And don't worry about my freaking tongue. Look, I've been eating Jolly Ranchers, okay? Jolly Ranchers have been all my life right now. But if y'all have been watching me for a while, then y'all know that my mom passed away last year unexpectedly. And due to, you know, being military, I was not there when she took her last breath. It still plays in my mind that day when I got the phone call from the police department back home. And I mean, I got a phone call from back home. I didn't know the number, so I just answered it because I thought maybe it was my mom. She was at work or whatever. Even though my mom's a little bit older and she has retired, she was still working part-time. But so I answered the phone, and this police officer. She identified who she was. She said, I'm such and such with the Metro Police Department and such and such. I mean, I knew that, but when she identified who she was, I was like, okay, because, you know, when she identified who she was, it was like she said she was officer such and such. She didn't specifically say any department or anything like that. So I thought maybe, you know, one of my cousins was in jail or something like that, and they needed me to, you know, because I would be next of kin or somebody that they would call. Because normally when a cousin of mine goes to jail for whatever reason, the police always call me. So she identified who she was, and then she asked me who I was, and I told her. And she was like, okay, are you at home? And I was like, no. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, why would I be at home? And why are you calling me from so far away? I mean, even if I was at home, what's the problem? What? Like, really? So she was like, call me when you get home. So as soon as I hung up the phone, I called my mom. She didn't answer the house phone. So I called the cell phone, and she didn't answer. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I called one of my cousins, and he didn't answer the phone either. So I really started to stress out. And y'all know that I have that bipolar depression, and yes, I have a prescription for Xanax, and I don't take it 3 times a day like my doctor wants me to. I take it as I need it. And there are some times I can go like a day or 2 without having to take one Xanax at all. And so I started freaking out while I was driving home. And as soon as I pulled in the driveway, I didn't even make it in the house, but as soon as I pulled in the driveway, I called the lady back. She asked me my name. I told her my name. She asked me for my entire, like my full government name. I gave it to her. That's my nephew, guys. Don't worry. He's watching TV. But I identified who I was. She asked me who my mom was. I told her my mom's name. And then she asked, what is my mom's address? And I told her my mom's address. And then she took a deep breath, and she was like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but we got a phone call around 1 o'clock our time, which is 2 o'clock my time. Come here. Get out of there. No, he's sleeping. Okay? But I got, she said, I got a phone call. Well, not I got a phone call, but she said that we got a 911 call around 1 our time. And your neighbor found your mom. And I'm like, wait, found my mom? Like, what's going on? Is she in the hospital? What? She was like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your neighbor found your mom deceased. I lost it. I couldn't even, I was in such shock, I couldn't even cry. Like, it just, every time I think about it, like, I think about my mom's face. I think about how she felt, what she was thinking. Like, I thought about all of that. Even going to my mom's house the next day, because as soon as I told my husband, he cried. And I've only seen my husband cry 2 other times. He cried as if it was his mama. And I had to sit there and call my cousins. I had to sit there and call my mom's sister. I had to call my father, somebody that I had not talked to in over 15 years. I had not talked to my father in 15 years, and when I called him, he thought I was playing. And to go to my mom's house that next day and to know that she took her last breath on that property, and to walk in the house and not hear my mom say, "Key, is that you?" That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Ever. Now, people say, you know, childbirth is something that's hard to do, or losing a child is hard to do. Losing a child is definitely hard to do. Childbirth, I would do it over and over again. But to lose the person that brought you into this world, and when I tell y'all my mama was all I had, she was everything. And I try to stress that to my husband so much because he don't like his mama. He don't care for her. Me, I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna miss it till she gone. A lot of things I took for granted with my mama. My mama, she was my rock. I'm telling y'all, every track meet I had, she was there. When I was in the Junior Olympics, she was there. She was my #1 fan. She rooted me on for everything. She worked 12-hour shifts to make sure that there was food on that table and that that house note was paid every month. She was definitely the most inspiring person in my life. She kept me out of so much trouble. And to hear, like, because my cousin lives like a couple blocks away from my mom, and I know the neighbor that had found my mom. I know him, but like when I had went home afterwards, and I was sitting and I was talking to my cousin, which is basically like one of my best friends. When she told me that she had to go down to the house and identify my mom, me and her both sat there and cried because when they rolled her over, she had one eye open and she was squinting with the other. And they was like, they don't know if she had a heart attack or if her heart just stopped, because my mom was a heart patient. So, I mean, she's been a heart patient my whole life. And she asked, was it sudden or was she suffering? And the person was like, no, as soon as it happened, that was it. She didn't suffer. I'm telling y'all, straight up, if you got a mother that is still here on this earth, I don't care if she halfway across the world, you need to call her and at least tell her that you love her. Because I tell you, every second of every day, I miss my mom. And it has taken me a year to finally be able to put my mom's pictures up and me actually be able to look at her face and not feel like my life is over. And I try to be strong for the sake of my son, but my mom's passing, I'm still not okay. And this is day 4 of me feeling like, I don't know, I just had my crying spurts. Like yesterday, my husband was making some chicken legs, and I texted him and told him to come here. He came in there and I just busted out crying. He already knew. Like, it's just a hot mess, okay? So if y'all don't see me for a couple of vlogs, I'm still here. check my social media, because I do tweet and I do post things on Instagram. But I am still here. I just haven't been vlogging because I don't want to feel like the negative Nancy. And I've noticed that the vloggers, they don't ever talk about, well, I'm not going to say they don't ever talk about, but they struggle with things their own way, and I struggle with them with mine. So, with that being said, I want to say to you guys that yes, I struggle with bipolar depression and I do have anxiety. It's not the end of the world. People suffer with this every day, but nobody talks about it. And I'm here to let you know that I will talk about it, and I will try to vlog more often when I'm feeling down, so then that way y'all can get an inside view on someone that struggles with bipolar depression is. Y'all see me on my good days. Y'all see me in my okay days, but you don't see me on my bad days. And this is a bad day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this short vlog and me pouring out my heart to you guys and letting you guys know the inside story on what happened with my mom, and knowing that I have a mental illness. So yeah, I will see you guys next time, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and leave your comments down below and I'll respond to them as soon as I can. I love you guys. Bye.
Leave. Oh, you leave like 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yes, and
okay.
Then you mix it again. And then you put water in there.
And then you cook it like normal?
Yes.
Okay.